Hey guys, I'm going to show a video here. I'd like your comments on the DraftKings contests. I have my suspicions. I've read some articles, looked at some videos on YouTube, and I'm, like many of you, pretty convinced that there are a lot of bots and or employees submitting teams after the contests start with probably one game to go or so. So I have my lineups here for an NBA contest, obviously. And I'm going to click over here, if you can see my mouse, and show how I'm doing. Now, what we're going to talk about today are these filters. It's showing only my contests, and you can filter your contests by showing low points at the top, high points at the top. In this case, my best contest tonight, pretty crappy, but it's 282.75. And I have a contest still with some players left here where I'm at 272 with a 25 power left. I call it power. And it'll let you filter it like this, no problem. With your scores, I see no problem with that. I think it's legit. You can also filter it by how many players you have left in the contest. 0 at the top, 2. We're at the end of the night, so I have a couple contests with a couple people left. But here's where it gets fishy. The last contest, or the last game of the night has started. Golden State out on the West Coast. And when you take yourself off of the Show Only Me tab, and you can see that it's filtered by the power. This guy right here has the most power left, these couple people, and then it goes downhill, as you can see, to most likely 0. Nevertheless, there's 40,000 people in this one, but there's the zeros. I think that's legit, and it's filtering, no problem. Not fishy there, right? We're going to get to the fishy part in a second. When you filter here by points, same thing. Showing the whole contest because this is unselected. And he has the most points. The number 1 guy here, filtered all the way down to nothing. I have no problem with that. But what I do have a problem with is next time you go to a contest at the beginning of the night or with a game that is yet to be started, these options aren't allowed. They're allowed for your player, just you, at any time, whether one game is started and 1 minute is gone, all the way to the end of the night. You can filter it this way, no problem. This way, no problem, if it's only you. If you try to do that before the last game has started, or you can do it at the beginning of the night, anytime through the night, up until that last game started, it will not allow you to filter the power, because DraftKings does not want you to know that they're creating lineups as you speak. As those contests are going on, they're creating lineups. They're taking people like Westbrook in this case and plugging in an algorithm and saying he's got 65, Gasol's got 49. LeBron has 77 tonight. He got a triple-double, as you can see. And so on and so forth. And they're taking the cheap players, like Courtney Lee, finding out who has a big night and inserting them all before the last game of the night. And they won't let you filter it. They won't let you see. It's in your best interest to say to yourself, because I've been in this position where you're winning $25,000 and you want to see, because there's 2 games left. You want to see who can catch you. You know, if there's 20,000 people behind you, you want to see who can catch you in that spot. You know, as we all know, it gets quite exciting if you're winning the $1 million on NFL or whatever the case is. The problem is DraftKings won't allow you to filter that. There can only be one reason. It can't because they don't have the technology, because when you click on yourself, you can filter it all day long. The whole time. It's not until, and this is what's important, the PMR. It's not until that last game starts where they can't change it anymore. Their bots can't program any other teams in, so then they allow you to see everybody. I'm going to go to an email here in a second. I'm going to try to find it. Let me just find this. I received an email from support. I'm kind of hiding this for a second, but here's an email from support when I emailed them in to complain about it. It's unbelievable. We apologize for the confusion. I'm not confused. I said your site's bullshit and you can't filter anything because you have people plugging stuff in. Here's their response. It's unbelievable. We apologize for the confusion. Please note that we do not have a way to sort entries by PMR. However, we appreciate your feedback and will consider adding this feature in the future. If you need anything else, please let us know. Signed, Hunter, same person. If you ever complain, same thing from same guy. They absolutely have the capability, because if they have the capability to do it with yours, they have the capability to do it with everybody's. I urge you to check out the next time you're in a contest and there's multiple games to go. See if you can see what you can filter and what you can't. See what they're trying to hide from you. See if all of the players that they have are legit, I guess. But the main thing I'm trying to get across is their response to, we can't filter it that way, we don't have the capability, is 100% crap. And there's only one reason on earth that they don't want you to see if Joe Schmo in Alaska has 252 PMR left. And that's because then you would know if their bots or their employees came out of nowhere, which happens every time, by the way, and beat you with some crazy lineup out of absolutely nowhere. It's because they're configuring the lineups as you go. It's pretty absurd. Check it out, guys. I love to hear your comments because I'm 100% sure this is what's going on.